But you can give me some of the stuff. You got some of the stuff, you can give it to me today.
If she's next door.
If she's next door, I think so. Because you can give it to me today, and I'll just take some stuff with me tomorrow to church to hand out.
Okay. What's going on, YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. Thank you to everyone who watched our video on Tuesday. I got something to say about that Tuesday video, too. And shout out to those that watched my mom video on Wednesday. Y'all seen that Madison and Tibby was, causing a little ruckus on that video. And some people took to heart that I would actually punch Tibby in her face.
You punched her in the face?
You know damn well I didn't punch her in the face.
I was saying, yeah, I know you ain't punch her. But I knew you wouldn't do that.
You know I would punch, but I threatened to punch her in the face. I could have said a lot of other stuff, but I didn't. But some people really took it to heart or whatever.
I don't know why This is why I don't read the comments.
Yeah. I have to read the comments because people read nice stuff too.
Yeah, but they take stuff out of they just take it to a whole nother level because you told your niece you was gonna punch her. I've known you for 6 years and I ain't never known you to punch her in her face. As a matter of fact, I have not known you to punch her, even though sometimes she needs to be punched.
I slap that ass. That's what I do.
Because she's so damn bad.
I'm over 200 pounds. Can you picture a 200-pound man punching her in the face? And then
I'm under 200 pounds, so I can do it.
Bitch, you ain't getting away with nothing. Have you ever spanked Timmy?
No, that ain't my child. And I ain't her relative to spank her.
Well, I don't know, because Amber, I don't know.
No. Amber ain't gonna let nobody spank her child. And I wouldn't want to spank her.
I spank my nieces. I don't spank nobody else's child.
Right, that's right. I don't spank nobody else's child because
I'm hoping this air conditioner kicked down.
Why? It's not
hot. Because you turned my thing on.
Because that was cold on my body, and I'm not hot.
See, I'm about to take it on this side and just blow it in front of me. But listen,
I'm just as comfortable as can be, and I'm looking at this sweat pouring on your head.
Yes, I'm going to be sweaty. I just get sweaty. I don't understand what it is, but so yeah, make sure y'all start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button.
And you get date sweaty like that?
Listen, you tried it. I ain't gonna be sweating on no date. But not unless, But anyway, shout out to those that do it on the first day. But I want to say, press that thumbs up button. Share this video on Facebook and Twitter. If it's Halloween, I hope you're eating some good candy while watching the show, or some candy apples or something. Or, maybe it's the weekend you're watching this. Just shout out to y'all. But make sure y'all watch some other videos. I do want to get some shout outs out, and this is to the people that sent me birthday gifts from my Amazon wish list. I had my whole list of things that I would like to have for my 30th birthday. And the first shout out is to Latasha Graham. Thank you so much for getting me the 50 Years of Wrestling DVD. Katrina Jones, she ordered me the full series of Martin. I had them. Well, I didn't put the fifth season on the wish list because I think that was a terrible one. But she got all 4 of them off the list, and I had them individually. So thank you so much for doing that. And to Jessica, she got me the ab roller.
They are able to send a message too.
Yeah, they're able to send a message. Like when you order, if you decide to get something off the list, it already has my address. It'll say like Kevin Simmons, Philadelphia, and they'll ship it to me. And then I want to give a shout out to my cousin Irma because she got me some new lights. Maybe it's that bright light shining on me that's making me sweat like that.
No, because you always sweat.
But
no damn bright light.
It could be that bright light. But thank you so much for the gift. And we going out on the 12th or that weekend. So thank you, cousin. And she's like, I really wanted to get you them lights because you need them for your show. So, and then she was worried that that they were sending the lights to her house. I was like, no, we had a big thing on ordering this. So just thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody. If you want to give me anything off the Amazon wish list, you can visit the link in the website. Or if you wanted to send me a gift card, you can just send it to my email from whatever website you get the gift card from. And yeah, so on Tuesday's video, we had talked about the Ebola thing, and we talked about the nurse that refuses to be quarantined. And today she just really tried it because she was out on a bike trail, like just riding her bike, just defying orders to stay home. And I just think that, I do think that that's unfair. I do think that if you go over there, when you come back, just quarantine yourself for, you was in that phone, just quarantine yourself.
I was paying the bill.
I know that's right. Just quarantine yourself for the 3 weeks like they've been asking a lot of other people to do. And, you know, she refuses to do it. She's like, if they don't set me free, I'm going to sue. And a lot of people are upset. And I thought it was just me, like, being the only one upset. And I looked at a lot of comments. A lot of people think that she's disrespectful. And a lot of people that are doctors and nurses were just leaving comments saying, like, you know, this is just wrong. They don't agree with it. But
agree with her or the quarantine?
Agree with her, not quarantining herself. I just think that is the best thing to do, because a lot of people come home, they don't feel anything, and then all of a sudden, boom, they come down with it. So, and instead of risking other people, just stay quarantined.
So somebody left a comment on the video saying, you know, of course, because you know we're not CNN, y'all need to get y'all facts straight. Ebola is not that serious of a disease to be all afraid of it. Y'all Americans, y'all need to, it's not that serious, so y'all shouldn't even be that way. And I'm like, well, she's like, and you need to get a doctor on the show to educate people about, you know, on how it's passed around, because it's not an airborne disease. That's why people on the airplane couldn't catch it. And she just left this long list of comments. And I'm not one to go back and forth, but I left 2 comments. You know I used to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bitch, it wasn't a week without somebody trying to notify him on why did I block them. I've been stopped all of that. I'll just say what I say, I'll let you say what you say, now leave it alone. Because I'm not arguing with you. So, you know, this is my thing. No, I don't agree with the nurse just being free just because she doesn't have any symptoms. A lot of the doctors got on planes and stuff, and they thought they were fine, and then the fever just came and boom. That's why they should have been quarantined too. I think anybody that's working with the people from Ebola, they should quarantine themselves until the 21 days are over. So then I was just saying, like, I talked about what I seen on Dr. Oz, because Dr. Oz talks about it every day. And I'll explain to you guys why he said it's such a dumb disease. And he was saying that, you know, it's passed through bodily fluids. Bodily fluids, not just sexually, but it's passed the same way HIV can be passed. But also, like, if someone sneezes or whatever, and they have it, and they touching things, and they can get in their eye, and we say we touch our faces all the time, and that's how, you know, a lot of people are getting it. And it's not an airborne disease. Everyone knows it's not an airborne disease, but if it's not an airborne disease, my question is, why did they want to be in contact with everyone that was on that plane? Why do they want to retrace all the steps that you've been to if it's not airborne? And just, well, because you want to get, they want to get in contact with everybody on that plane, because like you said, you can get it by touching different things. Well, if you're on the plane, you're touching the seat, you're touching this, you're touching this, and somebody's coming behind you touching things, and you touch it. So that's why they want to get in touch with you. I didn't have to figure that out for you, for real.
Yeah, but you know, because my mind is just going while I'm talking. So, you know, it is a scary disease. So a lot, and it's nothing that we've never had here until like a month ago. We've never had it here. No. And I told y'all, once they bring them doctors, oh, we're going to get it here. I said it.
You did.
And y'all
I was wrong, and you were right. I was wrong. And you know I rarely tell you when I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah. And then let's talk about that space comment. So, no, I didn't know. It was an edge of space, outer space, inner space. It still was space. He died.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well,
he ain't getting burned up.
Wait a minute. He was on the cusp. Because you know, if he was in outer.
No. I never said outer space.
But you were right. You were right.
From space.
You were right. He did. But did you understand where I was coming from?
Yes, I understand. Because you was like, he didn't just come all the way from Earth and drop down, because he would have blew up.
Right.
And you went in for a good 10 minutes, and they were over you in the comments about it.
They should have been.
But then they should
have been. Now let their asses jump out of space.
I ain't jumping from nowhere, okay?
Okay? I won't even jump out of there. Jump from the top. Hell no, he's gonna catch me. I'm not jumping from out of that. And then going all the way up in space? You got your fucking mind.
Did you know about that rocket that blew up the other day?
Yeah, I saw it on the
news.
Oh
my God, that is just crazy.
Thank God nobody got hurt.
And they was using used parts from Russia from like 20 years ago and refurbished it. See, don't be doing that. So look, I know it's a whole bunch of things to talk about, but look, it's Halloween. So let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, because I loved this episode. It was real
I didn't see it, but I heard something.
But let me
know. I told you I have that seat
in charge. And who you gave it to? You gave it to Takoya.
Yeah, you know who she
We're gonna get on her, yes.
But I also gave it to April for making that comment about Omarion's pee-pee.
Oh, now see, let me say something. Now see, I could say a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you could.
But and I can open up about a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
can
you
I?
could.
Okay, so let's go there.
You don't have that, do you?
I don't have nothing.
No, I mean you.
Excuse you. Well, first of all, let me I know they're talking about the uncircumcised penis, right? Can we be open about it? Okay. So she asked him. See, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's so nasty."
But it looks nasty.
Listen, you have to clean it and keep it.
But it's not. No. It's not about. Well, of course. But some people don't clean it when it is circumcised. Okay. It does.
Ain't nobody.
And guess what? I am not going nowhere near.
I'ma go there. Nobody say now, if you don't take a bath, how you expect somebody to suck your dick? Okay. This is what you say when I was little.
Well, no, that was how I was born. If your feet's dirty, your ass is dirty.
Okay,
and the feet's the first thing.
And they say, look at the bottom of her feet. You can tell her coochie ain't clean.
Oh, yeah.
How you know?
Yeah. Because how you get in the tub? You don't get in the ass first.
So listen. So
no, this is what I was going to say. I'm sorry to cut you off. But I wasn't talking about it being dirty. I'm just saying it's so ugly like that. It's so
a lot of people think it's ugly.
And shout out to Kalia for going on Google and Googling.
A lot of people think it's ugly, and then a lot of people think that it's nice. Now,
Kevin,
I'm going to open up. I am uncircumcised. Now listen, this is the thing. I went to the doctor when I was 10 years old, and you think it's funny?
No, I don't think it's funny. I didn't want to hear it. That's why I said I don't want to.
You're born that way, shit.
You are, and they cut it when you're born.
But I couldn't get it done because when I was born sick,
oh.
And they said that the nerve endings were I would be in too much pain if they did it, because I had emergency surgery. Oh my God, my birth was a mess. My mom had died.
You're
I
a
was
mess.
sick. No, you are a mess. A church queen mess. That's what he is. Don't play with me. So, church queen, man. So at 10 years old, we did go to the doctor because I wanted to be normal. I'm like, I want them to do it, but they told me that it's too much of a risk to do it, and that I will really be in too much pain. And then I still look it up and see if I want to get it, but they said you can't be hard for a good month or so, and that is hard. So you know what? I keep it the way it is.
But I mean, I think I've never heard of a adult getting that done. Because
they get it done.
I thought it was supposed to be done at childbirth. I didn't think you could get it done.
They say it's because it's to keep it clean and everything. But as an adult, that is painful, and that's not something. Can you imagine me sitting on video? No. But I have looked into it, but. I don't get used to it now. Just like Omarion said, he don't get complaints. I can't.
He told his girlfriend he don't get complaints,
and she didn't complain. She just said it's too big.
But this extra skin don't make it too big.
No, but a lot of people think that is ugly. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and it's life. Should you go to the islands? Everybody's uncut.
Well, I
think it's more. I think more here. It's that. But oh well. Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever floats your boat. If they want to pull your skin back and suck your thing.
No, see, I wish I could talk more about it, but I'm not. Because some people already skipped this segment. Some people already skipped this segment.
Yeah, let's skip it. Let's skip it.
I can't now because I can be open about
You weren't open. You told us you ain't circumcised. Next subject.
I know. Don't do that, bitch.
Next subject. I don't want to hear no more.
No, we're going to talk about it. So, I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
So they're trying to decide if they're going to do the baby that way. So they're undecided on what they want to do.
But wait, let me ask you a question. Did he say why he's not circumcised?
No, he had a childbirth at home. So
that's right.
That's
so
why
they don't do it. Yeah.
They didn't do it. But again, for those inquiring why some Americans don't have it. My situation, I was born sick and I had surgeries and things like that. So I couldn't do it because they said I would be in too much pain as a baby. And as an adult, the same thing. Jesus. Too much pain. And then they can cut you wrong too.
Ooh,
see, if you don't talk about it, you don't know about it. Yeah. So I'm
I need to know about
it to people. Because as you get an adult, you do hear people say, oh, it's ugly, oh, this and that. And then you want to be regular. So I've done a lot of research. I've looked at the urologists and everything. Sometimes they can cut your skin wrong. And nobody don't have time for that. It is what it is. And it's a penis. Sure.
That's all I did.
Yes. So look, April and the mom, Omarion's mom, they had a heart-to-heart, and that was good. And I was like, come on, Omarion's mom, because she came to her senses. And, you know, they had she's like, of course I don't want you to be there. She's like, you know, she said it out of anger that she didn't want him to be there the first time because of what they was going through. She was like, but see, you know, your mom was there, so I would want his mother to be there. So they're going to have her there. They're going to have childbirth at home, but they still going to work out whether they're going to circumcise a child or not. What's her name?
I can't believe Omarion agreed to say that on the show, though. I think that's just too much
because you know what? It's personal business, but you know what? A lot of people teased him and said all kinds of mean stuff.
Because his dick's not circumcised?
Yes, and I know a lot of people are going to probably say a lot of mean stuff to me, but I don't care.
No, nobody's not going to say nothing mean to you, but I'm just trying to figure out how is it that people teased him about his penis not circumcised? Did he walk around showing everybody?
He talked about it. Because she brought up the fact that what are we going to do about the circumcision? And I was like, well, why would she ask that? And she was like, because, you know, you're not circumcised. And he had a big conversation about it. So then she asked him, well, if our son get it, are you going to get it? He said, of course I'm going to get it, but he ain't going to get it.
No, that won't hurt.
He's not going to get it. No. He's not.
He done lived all his life now. So
let me tell you something. There are some
I don't want to hear it.
There are some uncut masters.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. Cut it out. I don't want to hear it. That's disgusting.
They gotta go to town.
I bet you are. So do you.
No.
You pull that skin back.
You ain't got to. Just do your job. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job. That's what I'm saying. Go to
town. Go to church.
Stop for this. Yeah. When they start cafeteria and they're like, Mikkel, you know damn well. Okay. They're gonna show your pastor all the videos. Okay. So Tia Marie, girl. Okay, now you know you gotta get your singer voice together and everything, but don't let Young Berg fill all up on you. You know where it's trying to go, and we already sing his Young Berg, so don't even do that. And then you try to help Ray J out. Listen, it's a lost cause. Leave Ray J alone. Just move on. Yes, it's good to be concerned, but Ray J looks like he's been turning up too much for a long time. Now, you know how much. Okay, yeah. Do you know that was 3 years ago that Ray J came out with that fuck fabulous, I slapped shit out of him. Damn. I got gay goons and all of that stuff. Like, he is crazy. And then he goes up to the studio, fights with the girl at the damn studio about Morgan. My bitch, you done fired Morgan, so why you still worrying about Morgan? And why you come up in there all turned up like that? Like, he was, listen.
I saw the preview.
I don't think he was drunk. But he was something. He was on something to make him go from 0 to 50 that fucking fast, okay? He went off for 40 days and 40 nights about Morgan and why she shouldn't be no celebrity star. She's supposed to work for me and do this and do that. Like, Ray J, you can find any assistant in LA. Anybody, any female especially, would do anything you need them to do. So Morgan must be that damn good, but you shouldn't have fired her. You should have talked to her. You just fired her, but oh well. Then you got mad that your manager or whoever, he was telling you about that you get drunk too much and that you turn up. That's why you and Tierra was the perfect fucking match, because y'all be doing a whole bunch of shit together. So
they do a lot of shows.
He talking about, I don't have a problem. He said, I don't have a drunk problem. I have a problem with people when I'm drunk. So I'm like, you know what, Ray J, this is why you lost that record deal a couple years ago. You need to reel that shit in because, you know, the things that you do affects your sister and it affects your parents too. Because it's making it look like what did the parents raise? And then Brandy, come get your fucking brother. We going to say it. And then it's like Brandy's brother, Ray J, was arrested for just like they're going to keep calling them babies by Matthew. Beyonce's sister, Beyonce's brother. Okay, that's how they. Well,
because they're going to associate the two.
Yes. So Ray J, I just hope that Ray J can really get himself together and stop snapping out so fucking much. And then that other girl, what's that fucking name? The bird. Hazel.
Hey,
Hey,
fucking so.
She writing songs about Young Bird. Young Bird, you know, got mad at her. They in the car fighting. No, that must be the only good dick she's ever had. Right. She done, you know, she good.
Okay. Because I still need my checks.
Yes. So, you know, she's going off on Young Bird. Young Bird, like, how you gonna make a fucking song about me like this and all this, man, I did this for you, I did that for you. And she like, but you in the studio working with Tierra, but I have more faith in Tierra than I have in you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, Hazel.
Hazel.
Why do you keep trying to chase a man that don't want you?
Right.
Let it get into your head. And then you know she's already with the girl Masika. I mean, you know, Masika done ended up with Young Bird. I don't know how, but listen.
Masika, the one that was messing with Molly Mo?
Yes.
Oh, she's
because that I forgot to talk about that Nikki dumb bitch. Like your mother had to speak up for you and kick that man out the house. Like Nikki,
Masika ain't no angel. She jumped from pillar to post.
But you know what? She owns it, and that's what I like about her.
She owns it.
She owns it
because she knows what it is.
And then she's like, "Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna be on that fucking billboard." But that is so messy, but I fucking love it. I can't wait.
And the guy told her, "I don't care what they say."
Yes, bitch, I'm paying for it.
He said, "I'll be working for me."
Mama, you set that up real nice. Now, was there anybody real nice? Because bitch, that is going to be a battle. Anything else happen? Listen. I think it took a lot of people out about that uncut situation about Omarion.
But because I
looked on Twitter and they went in. But you know what? To some of y'all girls acting like that, if y'all met Omarion and he wanted to give you the dick, you'd be right there.
Of course they would. Of course they would.
You wouldn't go in.
But nobody's not saying that they wouldn't have sex with it. They're just saying it's ugly. That's all. Just like a lot of people have sex with ugly people. That's true.
You have sex with ugly people?
I don't have sex with ugly people. No.
Have you?
Have I ever had sex with somebody ugly? I had sex with somebody who wasn't attractive one time, I will admit. But everybody else that I had sex with,
have you just ever had just one sex night you just, I would say, like,
regret it?
Like, why the fuck? What the fuck was I thinking?
Not a sex, actually, with the ugly person. Why not do this? What was that?
I've had those, you know. So listen.
That's why I'm saved now.
I know that's right. So, let's get into Hollywood Divas. Let's jump straight into it. First, I want to start with Countess. Countess, your story touched a lot of people, and I just want to say thank you for going on camera and sharing your story, and just sharing how, you know, you stayed in the house for 5 years. You done went through the thing with the getting burnt by the what you call it, the lace fronts, and she done
got burnt by those?
Yeah, she had some type of chemical burns from getting them. She talked about how she was on 227, and one of the older members of the show thought she was too fat, and you know, just was said a lot of mean stuff about her. And she actually heard her say those things, but the other lady didn't know
that she heard.
Yeah, but I think it was Pearl. But
Pearl played by the older lady.
Yes. And you know, she just been through a lot. She had got an abortion, and she said if she didn't get the abortion, you know, the Parkers probably wouldn't have came out. So she just opened up a lot, and I appreciate that because a lot of people are not willing to be open. And, you know, maybe that's why I just love her on this show, because I can tell she is being her real self. So shout out to you, Countess. And also from what I seen, like I'm not really interested in Elise Neal and her dance troupe.
I don't like her attitude.
I need her to dance do something else. But I didn't get a chance to see the full scene at the dinner table with Paula J and her mother, but I'm gonna leave it to Mikhail to talk about that.
Okay, so basically Paula J decided to have a dinner with her mom and her husband, Forrest. Because her mother and her husband, they don't have a good relationship with each other. This is what I'm going to say about this. Forrest Paula J is a bum. He's a bum. He is a bum. He made every excuse in the world why it is he shouldn't have a job or he doesn't have a job. Paula J's mother read Forrest for filth. Old school style. And I'm going to also say this. Paula J. Forrest is very ignorant because the way he was talking to your mother and the way he was cussing at that table, he never got away with that with mine. Because first of all, I had to check him. Hold up. Now, y'all may not like each other, y'all may not agree, but don't talk in front of or to my mother like that. Because at the end of the day, that's still my mother. Paula J., for some strange reason, Forrest seems like he's verbally abusive to you. He does. Because the way he was talking to your mother, let me tell you something. If he spoke to your mother like that, you can't tell me he don't talk to you like that. Okay? That's no respect at all that he showed your mother. And your mother was 10,000% right. There's no man that's supposed to be shacked up or married to a woman and he ain't providing for his family. Okay? This man made every excuse in the world why it is that he don't have a job. Oh, I don't have a job because I'm working on my artistry or my craft. The mom said, well, what the hell is your artistry?
Yes,
your artistry don't pay the bills and damn sure don't bring no food. Okay? And then she told him, you don't even hustle. Paula J's mom said, I would respect you a little if you even hustle. But you don't even hustle. You don't bring no type of income in this house. Okay?
All right.
None whatsoever. None whatsoever. I mean, just blatant disrespect, and his whole thing is, oh, he was basically escorting Paula to these sets and these movie sets because she claims that, you know, she would be harassed by some of the men on the sets and people would talk on her, so she had Forrest there, and once he was there, none of that ever happened. I doubt if any of it ever happened, Paula J. I really do. I don't think any of it ever. Paula J keeps trying to dig it in our brains that somehow the industry blacklisted her because of her husband. Nobody cares about your husband, Paula J. It was just your time to go. That's all. It was just your time. And until you accept that and realize that, you're going to always be stuck in this black hole of, oh, I was blacklisted and they threw me out because of him. And you know what else? I think that he may have put that in her head. And not only is he probably put that in her head, but I noticed from the very first episode, he's not helping her to get it out of her head. He keeps, yeah, you're right, fuck them, this, that, and the third. Instead of encouraging her to do better. But also, let me just say this about that little play that she wrote in the Witches of Eastwick. Let me just say something about that. Okay? I'm gonna say something about that. This whole Witches of Eastwick thing, you know what? I think y'all could have came up with a better idea and concept for a show, whatever the case may be, but fine, y'all came up with that. But when y'all realized that y'all couldn't do that because you felt as though, because Paula J came and explained that, and you know what? I kind of actually agreed with Paula J when she said that the reason why a show like Witches of Eastwick wouldn't work for black women because a lot of African Americans don't like that type of stuff involving other African Americans because a lot of African Americans are religious and they don't like that type of stuff. And I kind of agree. I would have watched it. I wouldn't have been that religious, like, oh, I can't watch it because of witches. Yeah, I don't go that deep. But there are some religious people out there like that because a lot of African Americans don't really get into stuff pertaining that type of stuff, like white people do. There's no offense to white people, but white people love that witchcraft and that charms and all that shit. I like that. Black people like that too, but white people like it a little bit more. Let me just say this. When she came up with that sisters thing, I kind of saw where she was going with it, even though the other actresses didn't see it. But let me point something out to you, Miss Golden. I am the shit, and can't nobody tell me nothing, Brooks. Who the fuck do you think you are? Let me tell you something. Instead of helping Paula J and coming up with a different idea and saying, well, maybe we should try something different, you just blatantly got offended because she casted you in the role of a crackhead. Let me say something. If somebody casts me in the role of a crackhead, I'm going to be excited. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to be excited. Because that allows me to dig deep, and that allows me to go to a place and to really show my acting chops. You got offended because you didn't like the fact that she had casted you. Oh, I'm not no crackhead. I'm not. Oh, maybe a crackhead. No, never that, never. Then she had the audacity to say, I think it was Paula who, Paula said, well, Golden, this is, you get to stretch, stretch. I have stretched all. But wait a minute, I only know you from Girlfriends. So what movie were you in? What Oscar nomination did you receive? What Golden Globe nomination did you receive? What Emmy nomination did you receive, Golden Brooks, okay? What nomination did you receive that we can look at it and say, yeah, you're right, you did stretch and you did play this powerful role and you actually got recognized. Other than Maya, whatever her name was, on Girlfriends. And then, I didn't watch Girlfriends like that, but a lot of people left a comment and said that Golden and Maya are basically the same person because the way she acts now is the same way she acted on that show. But I think that Golden has it in her head that since she played this role, well, basically since she played herself on Girlfriends, that somehow all her roles should be her. And that's where she gets the free pass because she's only playing her. Wrong, Golden. If you're going to be an actress, you need to be an actress. You should have been happy when she told you that you're going to be a crackhead because you look like a recovering one in that theater. She did.
But you know what? I think that what's her name? Paula should be a crackhead because that's what she's giving me on the show. Like, she looks like she's been into some drugs. Something done got up into her other than pores. Oh shit. Well, all tea, all shit.
Yeah, but Paula wrote the script for, and you know what? To me, Golden just got too offensive when Paula said that. I mean, she just got way too offensive. I haven't seen that. Like, it was just so crazy.
But she is just nobody really can tell her nothing.
Who, Golden Brooks? No, you can't tell her
nothing.
Nothing. You can't tell her. You can't tell her that she can't sit next to Meryl Streep.
And did you see how she was acting when she didn't get that role because it went to the white person? Like, she really went off. They said if you were that good of a character, they wouldn't want to go with a white person. I keep telling you, fix your fucking attitude.
At least, Neil, if this show comes on next season, you can be going. Because, your attitude stinks. It stinks. Really.
You think she got a bad attitude?
Yeah, she does. She has a nasty attitude. You know what? Elise Neal has an underlining attitude. Like, everybody she's just trying to underline. Like, for instance, she played this old... Oh, Paula, why didn't you tell me? But then in the confessionals, this bitch, but they all do it. They all do it. But Elise, it's just something about Elise Neal that I don't like on this particular show. It's just something about her. And then you can't tell her that she's not a triple threat. I'm a triple threat. I'm just triple threat. Well, what the fuck? Where have you danced at? Where have you sang at? The Pussycat Doll stole this from me. Well, if that's the only people that stole something from you, you should be happy because they're no longer working in this business either. You and them are in the same boat now, right?
Yeah. And Nicole Scherzinger good. Stop going solo. Call them Pussycat Dolls back.
Or call Dawn. Aubrey.
No, Dawn needs to stay by herself.
Yeah, she does.
I don't even talk about Danity Kane. Oh my God, people been tweeting us about Danity Kane. I just don't have an interest in them. But I like Dawn as a solo artist. I will give her that. That Golden Heart album is everything, and I love it. And I can't wait till Black Heart comes out. Danity Kane, they had their chance, they done fucked it up.
Yeah. They had more than a chance, Kevin.
Yes,
quite a few chances.
Then they didn't invite the other people back. Then one of the girls left. She said, fuck this, I'm out. Then Dawn had to punch Aubrey in the face without the cameras being there.
Right.
Look.
That's a good ass reality show.
Yes.
What? They'd have really been making money. Are you kidding me? They'd have really been making money. Fuck the album sales. They've been making money.
Okay.
What? That'd have been all. They'd have another show on MTV. What? MTV likes that kind of stuff. Don't tell me they don't.
I miss. See, that's when reality TV was good. Okay, making the band with the first people with
walk across that bridge.
For cheesecake. Then you gonna fucking drop the cheesecake, bitch? Oh,
he had that all planned out though.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, he had that all planned.
Yeah, but that was my show.
Yeah, that was my show.
When they got paid and they got them checks and they was all.
The Scorpion show would have been popping if we was around when that was on.
What? 2006.
Yeah. I mean, we popping now, but I'm saying when those shows was on. Like the real one, people used to actually watch the real one stuff. We would have really had something to talk about.
And I hope that VH1 gives New York a show again because she's been on VH1.com and stuff. So hopefully she gets a job because they like, do you want to see her come back? Yes, bring her ass back because she was the first Ratchet of reality TV.
You know what?
And I do miss
couldn't tell her nothing.
Now, it's been alleged that Bill Cosby has been, raping or sexually abusing women for a long time. 13 women have, made statements about it, but nobody has really cracked down on Bill Cosby. Now, they said there was this comedian that talked about it. No, actually, Bill Cosby was supposed to have a show come back on, like, NBC, and then people were questioning. I remember hearing, like, a year ago, like, why do they keep trying to get this man a show when he's been out here sexually abusing women and people just sweep it under the rug? Now, I've heard several times about Bill Cosby, and it is something that gets swept under the rug because I've been wondering, like, okay, people done made allegations, but what has been happening? And all this time now, I'm not saying for each one, but he has been settling out of court. Instead of going to court with these women that's been filing suits against him, he's been settling out of court. And y'all know me, sometimes, well, when you settle out of court, it's a sign of guilt. Now, a lot of people may not agree with it, but if you know you didn't do something, why the fuck am I giving you money to shut you up? My money. Nobody else's money. I'm giving you my money to shut you up. No, it ain't going down like that. If you want to say that I did something and I know I didn't do it, we going to court so I can prove you the fuck wrong. Now, Queen Latifah, Queen Latifah has everybody on her goddamn show. She said, oh no, Bill Cosby can't come here. You're not welcome here because of these allegations. And she's making it look like she don't want to endorse him while these allegations are going on. And I agree with her because you know why? Because soon as she do it, soon as she has Bill Cosby come on, then you're going to find some person that says Queen Latifah supports men that sexually abuse women, and then people start having advertisers pull out her show. That's how people know how to work the game. People know how to work the system. Ask Bill O'Reilly and see how fast Ludacris got up out that Pepsi commercial. That's what people do. They do it all the time. So, am I mad at Queen Latifah? No. But I would love for someone to interview Bill Cosby and talk about these allegations. Because they've been going on for a long time with these women accusing him. Like, they say they done try to... somebody said on Facebook that he was a little bit upset that... because he invited the reporter to the hotel room, and then he seemed upset that she had her male manager there with her while she was doing the interview. He looked a little bit upset. Now, this is nobody like famous, but she worked for a source and she was there to do a job. But they said that he invites them to the hotel room and he does things to them. And then they were saying that he, the one person he settled out of court with, alleged that he drugged her and and raped her. So, Bill Cosby, you do have a lot of explaining to do because you come down on black people hard with, and they need it. But what we don't need is you out there
being hypocritical.
Yes, telling people how to do things and then you out there sexually abusing women. That's not cool. It's not cool at all. That's how I feel about it. Because, a lot of people are like, well, y'all from Philly, he from Philly. Why y'all never talk about it? And now this is the time. This is the time. It's just not cool. It's not cool at all. So that's how I feel about it. Yeah. So I don't know. This last thing on here, I just want to give a shout out to what's so funny, Taylor Swift, because that bitch going platinum in a week. Now we've been talking about he's selling platinum in a week. We were talking about how no albums ever went platinum in 2014. I'm mad at the article that said, is Taylor Swift the last platinum album ever? No, the fuck she's not the last platinum album ever. Adele has to come back out first, and then maybe we can start questioning that. But no, I want to give a shout out to her because she was on The View yesterday, and I just loved her segment. But I heard that Barry Manilow performed on The View with a hologram of Whitney Houston. And I DVR'd the episode. How did Whitney look?
Well, I saw a clip as I was it was on at work, but it was like a shadowy thing. Like with the part that I saw, like you couldn't really see her face, and as I was walking out, I'm like, wait, is that what he used? Because it looked like something from like a Dreamgirls clip, how it was, but he got permission to do it. He had to for him to do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, shout out to
whoever gave him permission. Barry Manilow.
I meant to say shout out to Sissy for giving him permission.
Somebody had to, Kevin, because I don't think you're going to take it upon yourself to do a performance with Whitney Houston and she's not even walking.
But I know one thing, y'all better pre-order that.
Greatest hit?
Yes, Whitney Houston. Pre-order that. It's a all her live performances. Comes out November something. Pre-order it, damn it, get it. Mary J. Blige. Pre-order her album too, and then Faith got an album coming out. Pre-order that. Shout out to Little Mo, she got an album out. Shout out to Selena Johnson, she has an album out. Shout out to everybody that just released some music this week. We're gonna go. Happy Halloween, y'all. Have a safe weekend. You know, if you drink, be careful. Make sure y'all check y'all children candy. Don't let them eat up every goddamn thing. We out. Peace.
Yes, I'm done. Bitch.